to be very stereotypical, climate change is bad. We feel it in the north a lot more than people in the south. My name's Takkiruq, and we are in Gjoa Haven, where I was born and raised. Gjoa Haven's Inuktitut name is Uqsuqtuuq, which means plentiful fat. Our language isn't the strongest. I myself can't speak Inuktitut fluently. I can pick up a few words, but it's very cultural. It's still very cultural. To go back 2 generations, my grandfather was born in the Takkiruq area, and my grandmother was actually born just down this way in the mainland, and she grew up in this general area. Just recently, I've started to go out hunting more and more. I don't feel this way, I know it. I know that this place is my home. I know how to go to Nunavut. I know how to go 20 miles away and catch caribou. I travel a lot, and I always get to see this new land, like to Yellowknife, which is the big city, down to Rankin and Uqsuqtuuq, which is super flat compared to Gjoa Haven. And I always thought Gjoa Haven was flat. But Gjoa Haven's home. I know where I am. One time, my brother and my dad, in one weekend, they caught 140 fish, just with their fish spears. We go mainly to this place, which is about 20 miles up, roughly. It's called Nunavut, which many people might think people from Nunavut, but it's a fishing weir where we shape the rocks from a river. This lake is downriver from a larger lake, which is called Uqsuqtuuq. And every year at this time, which I'm missing out on right now, those fish, they travel from that lake to the other lake. And we, for generations and generations, we have trapped the fish in haputs, which is traps, fish traps. So with rocks, we build a big, I guess, U, like a bubble U, so it goes all around. And then for the rest of the river, we just dam it off, but water can still travel through. And so the fish come in through the U, and they get stuck in there. They can't get past those rocks. So we go up, and we use our Takkiruqs, our spears. And it's a lot of fun. There's almost always a lot of fish. It's very popular for people of Gjoa Haven, because it's not too far, and it's a nice way to catch food. I've noticed in my 16 years of life that snow doesn't get as high as possible, because around my house we always had this big huge snowbank, like bigger than a house, about the size of a house. But now it barely comes up to your hips. That's the one thing I've noticed as a child, that my favorite snowdrift hasn't come back. If I've noticed this in such a young stage of life, I can't imagine how the elders would feel, because they obviously have much more experience with the land around me. I am worried because I have noticed this change. And noticing it is the first thing. The next thing is to solve it.